Hi guys, it's your latest news TV. Nigeria marks Democracy Day 2026 as Tinubu calls for unity, democratic consolidation. Nigeria on Friday, June 12, 2026 commemorated Democracy Day with nationwide ceremonies, reflections on the country's democratic journey, and a presidential address by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The annual celebration, which honors the struggles that led to the restoration of democratic governance, also served as an opportunity for the government to highlight achievements, address national concerns, and reaffirms its commitment to democratic principles. The day marks the anniversary of the historic June 12, 1993 presidential election, widely regarded as Nigeria's fairest election. The election was believed to have been won by Moshood Kashin Olawale Abiola, but its annulment by the military government triggered years of political unrest and intensified the struggle for democratic rule. June 12 was officially designated as Nigeria Democracy Day in 2018 to honor the sacrifice of pro-democracy activists and the legacy of MKO Abiola. In a nationwide broadcast delivered early Friday morning, President Tinubu celebrated Nigeria's 27 years of uninterrupted democratic governance, describing it as the longest continuous period of civilian rule in the nation's history. He emphasized that despite challenges, Nigeria's democracy remains resilient and continues to evolve through peaceful elections, judicial process, and constitutional governance. The president called on Nigeria to remain committed to democracy values and urged key institutions, including the judiciary, legislature, media, and civil society, to continue playing their constitutional roles in safeguarding the nation's democracy. He stressed that constructive criticisms and citizens' participation are essential components of a healthy democratic system. Addressing the nation's youth, Tinubu encouraged young Nigeria to invest their talent and energy in building the country, urging them to contribute to national development through innovation, entrepreneurship, technology, and active political participation. He emphasized that the future of Nigeria depends significantly on the engagement and commitment of its younger generation. Security issues featured prominently in the president's speech. Tinubu acknowledged ongoing concern over kidnapping, insurgency, and communal conflict affecting various parts of the country. He assured citizens that the government remains committed to strengthening security operations and protecting lives and property across the Federation. The Democracy Day celebration came just a day after lawmakers advanced a landmark constitutional amendment that could pave the way for state police forces across Nigeria. The proposed reform, supported by the president, is intended to improve local security response and strengthen efforts against kidnapping, terrorism, and other criminal activities. The measure is considered one of the most significant security reforms in recent years. Tinubu also defended his administration's economic reforms, arguing that measures implemented since 2023 were necessary to stabilize the economy, attract investment, and create a foundation for sustainable growth. He reiterated his administration's commitment to infrastructure development, job creation, and economic recovery. A major highlight of the celebration was the recognition of individuals who played significant roles in Nigeria's democratic struggle. President Tinubu announced national honors for numerous pro-democracy activists, political leaders, journalists, civil society advocates, and military officers who contributed to the restoration and preservation of democratic governance. The president paid tribute to several notable figures associated with the June 12 struggle, including MKO Abiola, his wife Kudirat Abiola, human rights lawyer Gani Fawahimi, and other prominent democracy advocates whose sacrifice helped shape modern Nigeria. Across the country, Democracy Day was marked by official ceremonies, lectures, public discussion, and commemorative events celebrating Nigeria's democratic progress. Government officials, civil society organizations, students, and ordinary citizens reflected on the country's democratic achievements while acknowledging the challenges that remain. Many speakers at various events emphasized the need for stronger institutions, electoral transparency, accountability, and inclusive governance as Nigeria continues its democratic journey. Discussion also focused on economic development, national security, youth empowerment, and preparation for future elections. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to always stay updated by subscribing, liking, ringing the notification bell, and sharing.